So now I'm recording. So I'm talking to Bikram about the difference between Nepal in 1991, when I first came here, and right now in 2024. The city of Kathmandu is unrecognizable. I came here in 1991, and I got on a bike rickshaw with my partner, now wife, now ex-wife, and we took a bike rickshaw to Tamil. Took us about 20 minutes. We got a guest house in Tamil. It cost us $4 for the two of us to have a nice room in a guest house, and breakfast was included. So that's crazy. That's crazy. And that was Kathmandu when I first came here in 1991. No motorcycles, no cars, so much farmland. And all I did when I got here was we rented mountain bikes and we went out into the farmland. And everything between Kathmandu and Bhaktapur was farmland. There was no city, no nothing. And after Bhaktapur, nothing. Absolutely nothing east of Bhaktapur. And that was, we just riding our mountain bikes around, checking out. It was all fields. It was rural Nepal. It was amazing. And God, that trip, we went to Pokhara. And in Pokhara, there were no people. It was not a city. It was no people in Pokhara. And there were just a bunch of guest houses around the lakefront. The lakefront of Pokhara. It was guest houses, and that was it. And now Pokhara, there's so many freaking people. Oh. Definitely. Now I remember we did buy weed, hashish. We did buy hash and smoke it. Yeah. But yeah, that was 1991 Nepal. No motorcycles. Can you imagine? Yeah. No motorcycles. Only bicycles. People just horses taking things around. That was Kathmandu, and that's not that long. Yeah. At that time, I smoked a lot of weed. Now I don't. I hardly smoke any weed. But back then, 1991, yeah, I smoked a lot of weed. And I do remember as soon as we got to Kathmandu, we bought weed. It was like one of the first things, and it was an easy choice. It wasn't hard. Just all these people would be coming up to us at the airport, At it's the same airport now as from then, like the green walls and stuff. And I remember coming back then, and when I got out of the airport, there were no taxis. There were only bicycle rickshaws. And so me and my wife, we got out, and we had backpacks, big backpack and a small backpack, each one of us. And we looked around for a rickshaw. We looked around for someone that could fucking take our shit. Nah. Anyway, that's what we did. And they took us to Tamil. Took us like 20 minutes. We got to Tamil, and Tamil was maybe 10 guest houses, and that was it. You can't imagine now. Tamil is like, it was 10 guest houses, and between Tamil and the Durbar Square, it was like being in a cowboy movie. It was like not many things there. So that was Kathmandu in 1991. Oh. Can you imagine? It's like a cowboy. It was like a Western, like being a, John Wayne cowboy movie. That's what this was like.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
So cool to hang out with you. And he's deceptive because I was like, no, I'm not going up to you. And then he's like, come on. I'm like, no, I'm not going to this. No, I'm not going to swing. And now I've gone to the festival, come up here, smoked weed. So he's a very convincing young fellow. All right. Do you know how we know each other? Well, you do.
I know.
Right? You do. But so I lived in the same place that I'm staying now. And Bikram, every morning, would like 7 o'clock, he knew I had to get up because I was working at the hospital. Get up and go, and he'd be like, Tom. And I was like, Bikram, fuck, I'm coming. And he's like, Tom. And he's like, this dog. You will laugh. You will never stop laughing. Once you see this, this will be the best. This is going to be really funny. This is when I knew Bikram and I were going to be friends, is because we both wanted to do this so bad. I wanted to make this and you wanted to make it. And I was like, yeah.